Hello everybody, and I hope you're having a fantastic day, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the update that just came out. Okay, so they're pretty much going to be telling you right here, first to start off with, that they're going to be changing the augmenting, how much you can augment at once. Instead of 5, it's going to be 20. This is going to be a bit cleaner for sure. Instead of having to go back and do 5 each and every time, you could just straight up do 20. And this right here is going to help out because you probably don't need to do more than 20. Sometimes you might, occasionally, rarely you might. I'm not exactly sure. I don't think you will, but there might be some time in space, like depending on what you use as well, because if you use like a bunch of like the rare XP lemons, you're probably going to need 20, but most of the time you probably don't need that much, so that's gonna come in handy for sure. That's a little nice thing they're adding. Of course, it's not going to be right away. It's going to be on the 11th of this month, so keep that in mind. Okay, so the next thing they added is the pots for some 35s. They got Siegfried, Titania, and I can't say the name, so I'm just not gonna say it. So yay, they finally add pots for these 35s, especially considering they have another 37 out that has more pots. And if there's already enough, they have Loki with pots. They add another 37 with pots, so it's very, very nice. They're adding 35s with pots. That is super, super good. Hey, look, it's my guildmate, Jake's waving. Say hello to Jake. Anyways, moving on from there. So yeah, that's very, very nice. And some of these aren't your usual pots. So Tanya right here is going to have a constant heal effect, and it recovers 15 costs for all allies. That's going to be very, very, very nice. It's going to increase the Tanya's value even more than she already has, because that means she's going to be able to do extra on top of what she's already doing, and because of that, it's really going to help out a lot for sure. Definitely. So that right there is very, very nice that she has more added effects that are going to be just overall helpful in most scenarios and situations. Siegfried's just got the stat boost. Siegfried's already OP as it is. And I'm not going to say the name. It's going to have Piercer if you get her to the 4th level for all allies. So that right there is very, very nice as well. That's another thing that is going to be added for this one. It's already going to have Piercer for your character, but instead it's going to be for all allies instead. So that right there again is very, 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 very nice. And oh, this is actually going to be 35 costs. I realized that already has recovers 15 costs right here. It's got recovers 20 costs right here. So it's actually going to be 15 costs. Very, very nice. And then it's going to have like the additional Unison effect. So there's a Unison effect boost, and then there's additional Unison effects. So I didn't realize that at first. Okay, so the next one they have is going to be the Recruit Support Campaign. Tapsy packs are back. Potential locking packs are back. 700% more XP proficiency and gold is back. Augment and Reforge quest AP halved. Great augmentation success rates are up. And then all the ordeals are going to have their AP halved as well. This is going to be a reoccurring, but it's not going to be, it's limited time. You never know when the stuff's coming back, so if you definitely need to take advantage of it, I would do it ASAP, so that way you're not missing out on the stuff for sure, because this right here is very, very nice, especially for the temporal ordeal, because the temporal ordeal is like stupid. It's not hard, but it's hard to grind, because they don't offer much medals, and some of the APs on the missions are bull. So yeah, that's that. And then we got event missions and guild missions right here. Some of you might be confused, like, oh, they got guild missions? Not exactly. It's these right here. So if you're wondering, it's these. And then they have like the keys. I already got them all, but that's pretty much that is the keys. And I need to get that drop of ether. Holy smokes. So I'm going to be doing that for sure. All hands down. Clear 50 quests. Oh, that's gonna be an easy one. Yeah, I can't wait for it. Anyways, moving on from there. Yeah, that's right there is pretty much like, that's an example of like them improving, well, not improving, but them adding I'm not even sure what it was called anymore. I have to go back to it. I am sorry, my brain is dead right now. The event missions and guild missions is those right there. Okay, so the next thing we're going to be talking about is the Guild Grand Tournament. The Guild Grand Tournament is pretty much hosting the top 28 guilds at S block and top 8 guilds at A block. I don't know why they're doing A block, because the battle difference or the battle experience between A block and S block and just how better they are is significant. Unless you're running a strategy to get to A rank to do the Grand Tournament guaranteed, almost all A-rank guilds, there's just no purpose in them. There's absolutely no purpose in them even being in the Grand Tournament, because they're going to get melted, they're going to get destroyed, they're going to get just done for, like absolutely just done for, like no competition, no nothing. And it's very, very odd considering that that shirt goes to these types of guilds. These guilds, like you already, like the first battle, right, that I was actually betting against, right here, somebody got 5 members that went to the Guild Grand Tournament. Somebody who went to the Guild Grand Tournament has 5 members. You get where I'm getting at? These people don't belong here. They don't deserve that shirt. I mean, it's very, very nice that they're like top A rank, but unless they're like the top 3 A rank guilds, they shouldn't be here for sure. Like all hands down, no questions asked. They shouldn't be here because it's just not fair for them. And I don't find it like they're getting the shirt easily. This something should be like hard to obtain. These people are getting that shirt easy, and that's pretty much a loophole around like the whole purpose of even getting that shirt in the first place. So that's just my intake on it. And another thing is our guild, this right here really sucks. Just by the sliver, just by a little bit, we missed the Guild Grand Tournament. Top 28 S-rank guilds make it to the Grand Tournament. You see our ranking, it's rank 31. We legitimately were 4 ranks behind, and there's 3 huge screw-ups we did. If we managed to stop those, or perhaps that CPU by chance didn't pop a fire monster. She had 1 out of 5 monsters that were fire, and she popped fire, and it screwed us over because they were all using water. But anyways, I'm not here to complain about that. It's already said and done. Those 3 things really screwed us over, and if it wasn't for those, we definitely, like even one of those, we definitely would have made it all hands down to the Guild Grand Tournament, and it would have been done. Absolutely. So we were close, but we didn't make it. And on top of it, there was another thing we did that really screwed us over as well, because we already had a set in stone strategy that was guaranteeing us to go to the Grand Tournament, and then we switched it up for something that's not so much of that scenario and situation. So anyways, moving on from there, yeah, that's the Guild Grand Tournament right there. Oh yeah, Guild Grand Tournament's also going to give like these cookies. Pretty much you bet them. If you win, you get them back. I don't know if I have any in exchange. Okay, you do. I do right here. And this is pretty much what they offer. Cheapest deals, I'd say, are by far our Coliseum and Mobius medals. If you still don't have your weapon all the way forged to ultra rare, like the Zeno, or perhaps you need the Coliseum and Mobius for like the armors right here, the defensive armors, because they're gonna have the ultra rare versions of these soon. You definitely want to work on those. And they don't offer the Coliseum or Mobius for bad prices either, because Coliseum and Mobius only appear during Coliseum and Mobius events. Like, you could get Awakening Orbs and Ethers a lot more faster and more efficient than you will be able to get Coliseum and Mobius medals. And with Awakening Orbs and Ethers, especially Awakening Orbs, they're going to be pretty hard to obtain. So for the price they have for the Coliseum and Mobius, I definitely say by far it is worth it. And that's what I would focus on first if you need it. Then I would focus on Awakening Orbs and Ethers. Then I would focus on the other stuff down here. The orbs are going to be handy and helpful, but as you already see the price for them, it's just not worth it, especially considering that orbs are something you could pretty much get a decent amount if you plan on farming the orb deals like crazy, that is, weekly. You can legitimately get these weekly, at least one weekly if you're really casually even trying to work on it. So yeah, that's my intake on that, and that's what I would say. And that's pretty much it for that. And then we got the Super United Offense battle, Beast Revenge, and it's literally like a Super United Offense. If you don't know what a Super United Offense is, just do it. It's kind of like a raid where a bunch of people, I think it's like a group of 8, fight this huge boss, and this is how it's pretty much going to work out. They do have a prestige ladder, and it definitely has a lot of gems. If you see right here, it's got a lot of gems, and it's got a lot of droplets of ether if you actually pay attention to these. So if you need gems and droplets of ether, even if you don't need any of the gear, I definitely do it. And if you don't have the gear, please do this mission. Please do this on not a mission but event. Seriously, this is an item exchange, by the way, if you're unaware. So yeah, that icicle stuff you see, it's going to be in the flip cards. You could actually have a chance to get 30 in one of the flip cards, and it's going to be in the prestige ladder, as you see. Definitely want to work on this if you can, if you don't have the gear. The reason I'm saying that is because they legitimately offer gear that instead of giving 3, like almost everything in this game only gives 3 element weapon wise, this stuff gives 5 instead. This is great for elements, absolutely great for elements. And of course, as you're doing the super unit offense, the monster is going to be water, so you're going to want to bring wind element with you. There's no requirements. You're not going to be getting kicked if you don't have really high elements, so you ain't even got to worry about it. Plus, somebody's probably already going to be having high element with you, since there's so many people that can do this mission. So it's not all too worrisome, because your success rate of actually winning should be pretty dang high. Even if you are pretty weak and you need carrying, there's going to be multiple people with you to make sure that happens. And if you die once, you don't need no stupid gem to revive. It's a 30-second timer. So the only way you're actually going to lose the mission is the timer runs out and you don't kill the monster, which is very unlikely considering this is a really old event as well. They're bringing back. So definitely, if you don't have a lot of water element, and even if you do, if you don't have these weapons, or if you don't have enough of these, I definitely work on these. And these fire element defense constant skills as well are also going to be helpful. These armors right here, my bad, are also going to be helpful for fire element as well. And I'm pretty happy they brought this one back, because I've been waiting so long for them to bring this event back, because of the armor. Legitimately, I love the armor, and it's weird that I'm about to say this, but I really love the armor for the simple fact that it's got that huge sword behind it. The design's alright. I don't really care about the design all too much. It's cool. It's okay. It's a little I like it. I honestly like it. It's good. But I really love the sword in the back. It really brings it to life for me. So that's the whole reason and why I really want it overall. And I'm just kind of happy that they brought it back. I'm not really like all too excited about this game too much anymore, but that's one thing I'm really excited they brought back. And they actually are bringing this back, the future update info thingy. They have already cleared a lot, but they're doing stuff like the tower or whatever. Not Tower of Judgment, but they're trying to add like a tower reward system, and like guild grand tournament wars, and then like better guild matchmaking and stuff like that. They're definitely working on it. Those are in works right now. They I'm gonna cut that part. They might not complete it for a while, but I'm not sure if they have a base schedule, especially considering what they've been doing with the Mobius Coliseum, the Light 40 costs, and ranked guild battles. Yeah, like a month after RGB, they come out with another one. So it's like whatever. But anyways, yeah, this is just to let you know that they're still working on it. So that's all for this video. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helped out. This is the Ads Raft, and I'll catch you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.